take a breed of barren metal from his friend, but lend it rather to thine enemy. Will he break, I may with better face exact the penalty.
Why, look you how you storm. I would be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames that you have stained me with. Supply your present wants and take no doit of usage for my money. And you'll not hear me. This is kind I offer. This one kindness. This kindness will I show. Go with me to a notary. Seal me there your single bond. And in a merry sport, if you repay me not on such a day in such a place, such sum or sums as are expressed in the condition, let the forfeit be nominated for an equal pound of your fair flesh to be cut off and taken in what parts of your body pleases me.
Content in faith. I'll seal to such a bond and say there is much kindness in it.
You shall not seal to such a bond for me. I'd rather dwell in my necessity.
Fear not, man, I will not forfeit it within these 2 months. That's a month before this bond expires. And you expect return of twice 3 times the value of this bond.
Oh, Father Abraham, watch these Christian gods. His own hard dealings teaches them from scratch. The thoughts of others. Pray you tell me this. If he should break his day, what shall I gain by the exactions of the penalty? A pound of a man's flesh taken from a man is not so estimable, profitable neither. Not of muttons, beefs, or goats. I say, to buy his friendship I extend this favor. If he shall take it, so. If not, adieu. And for my love, I pray you, wrong me not.
Stay, Shylock. I will seal unto this bond.
Then meet me forthwith at the notary, give him direction for this merry bond, and I will go and purse the ducat straight.
I bid gentle Jew. The Hebrew will turn Christian. He grows kind.
I like no fair terms in the villain's mind.
Come on. In this there can be no dismay. My ships come in a month before the day.
Trouble, toil, and trouble, fire burn, and cauldrons bubble.
Oh, now, what news?
He is almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
No, you not. He has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in its newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale, it watcheth it so freely? From now on, thy account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou esteemest the ornaments of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the alley?
Please, peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be so much more than what you were, you would be so much more than man. No time, no place did then adhere, and yet you would make them both. They have made themselves, and their fitness now doth unmake you. I have given suck, and I know how tender 'tis the loved babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from its boneless gums and dashed the brains in if I had so sworn to that you had done to this.
If we should fail.
We fail? But screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto his day's hard journey shall surely invite him. His 2 chamberlains will lie with wine and with sail, so convinced that memory, the ward of the brain, shall be a fume, and a receipt to reason, a lime-leg only. When in swinish sleep the drunken nature's lies in a death, what not can you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not? put upon his spongy officers who shall bear the guilt of our greatest quail.
Bring forth men, children, only, for thy undaunted metal should compose nothing but males. Will it be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two in his own chamber and used their very daggers that they have done?
Who shall receive it other? For we shall make ugly and clamor roar upon his death.
I am settled, and bend forth every corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock with time the fairest show. False face must hide, what the false heart doth know.
Double, toil and trouble, fire burns and cauldron bubble.
Tomorrow, Kate. Well, that's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard, but something hard of hearing. They call me Katharina, that do talk of me.
You lie, in faith, for you are called plain Kate. And Bonnie Kate? Sometimes Kate the Cursed, but Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom. Kate of Kate Hall, my super dainty Kate. For dainty are all Kates, and therefore Kate, take this of me, Kate of my consolation. Hearing thy mildness praised in every town, and thy virtue spoke of, and thy beauty sounded, yet not so deeply as to thee belong, myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved? In good time. Let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at the first. You were a movable.
What's a movable?
A joined stool.
Thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you.
No such jade as you, if me you mean.
Alas, good Kate, I would not burden thee for knowing thee to be but young and light.
Too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should be, should buzz.
Well ta'en is like a buzzard.
Oh, slow-winged turtle, shall a buzzard take thee?
Aye, for a turtle as he takes a buzzard.
Come, you wasp. In faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
My remedy then is to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool can find where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp does wear his sting? In his tail.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours if you talk tales, and so farewell.
What, with my tongue in your tail? Alas, good Kate, I am a gentleman.
That I'll try.
I swear I'll cuff you if you strike again.
So may you lose your arms. If you strike me, you are no gentleman. And if no gentleman, why then no arms.
Blow, blow, thou winter wind, thou art not so unkind as man's ingratitude. Thy tooth is not so keen, because thou art not seen, although thy breath be rude.
Come away, servant, come! I am ready now. Approach my Ariel, come.
Oh, hail, great master, producer, hail. I come to answer thy best pleasure, be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire, to ride on the pearl clouds, to thy strong bidding task, Ariel, and all her qualities.
Hast thou, spirit, performed to point the tempest that I bade thee?
To every article I boarded the king's ship, Now, in the beak, now in the waist, in the deck, in every cabin, I flamed amazement. Sometime I divide and burn many places. The cracks and fire and sulfur is roaring. But most mighty Neptune seemed to besiege and make his bold waves tremble, yea, his great trident shake.
My brave spirit, who was so firm, so constant, that this coil would not infect his reason?
Not a soul but fell to fever of the man, and played some tricks of desperation. All but mariners plunged into the foaming brine, and quit the vessel, then all the fire would meet. The king's son Ferdinand, with hair up stranded, and like reeds, not hair, cried, was the first person that jumped, yelled, "Hell is empty and all the devils are here."
Why, that's my spirit, but was not this nigh shore?
Close by, my master.
But are they aerial safe?
Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And as thou baddest me in troops, I have dispersed them about beyond.
Hey ho, sing hey ho, unto the green holly. Most friendship is feigning, most loving mere folly. Then hey ho, the holly, this life is most jolly.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from a hero. Oh, they seem to pity the lady. Seems her affections have their full bent. Love me! Well, it must be requited! Oh, I hear how I am censured. They say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that she would rather die than give any sign of affection. I did never think to marry. I must not seem proud. Well, happy are they who can hear their detractions and can put them to mending. Now, they say the lady is fair. Well, 'tis so, I can bear them witness. And virtuous. 'Tis so, I cannot reprove it. And wise. Oh, but for loving me. By my troth, it is no great addition to her wit, nor argument of her folly, but I shall be horribly in love with her.
Sigh no more, lady, sigh no more. Men want to see this ever. One foot in sea and one on shore. The one thing constant never.
It may be I shall have some quirks and remnants of wit broken on me because I have railed so long against marriage, but doth not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth, cannot endure in his age. Shall quips and sentences and these paper bullets of the brain awe a man from the career of his humor? No! The world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did never think I should live till I were married. Oh, here comes Beatrice. Oh, by this day, she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am bid to send you come into dinner.
Fair, Beatrice. I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me. If that had been painful, I would not have come.
Ah, you take pleasure then in the message?
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a nice point, and choke a daw withal. You have no stomach, senor? Very well.
meaning in that. I take more pains than you take pains to thank me. That's as much as to say any pains I take for you are as easy as thanks. If I do not pity her, I am a villain. If I do not love her, I am a Jew. I will go get her picture.
Then sign a song and let her go, and be you blind and lonely, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nani nani.
Not a far sweet. On my black coffin let there be strong. Not a friend we. My poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. 1,000 sighs to save. Lay me away, that true lover ne'er find my grave. To weep there.
From the east to western end, no jewel is like Rosalind. Her worth being mounted on the wind, through all the world bears Rosalind. All the pictures fairest aligned are but black to Rosalind. Let no face be kept in mind, but the fair Rosalind.
If the heart do lack a hind, let him seek out a Rosalind. If the cat will after kind, so be sure with Rosalind. Winter gardens must be lined, so must slender Rosalind. They that reap must sheep and bind, them to cart with Rosalind. Sweetest nut has sourest rind, such a nut is Rosalind. He that sweetest rose would find, must find love's prick and Rosalind. This is a very full scallop of verses. Why do you infect yourself with them?
Peace, you dull fool. I found them on a tree.
Truly, the tree yields bad fruit.
Why should this a desert be? For it is unpeopled? No. Tongues I'll hang on every tree that shall civil sayings show. Somehow brief the life of man runs his erring pilgrimage, that the stretching of a span buckles in his sum of age. Some of violated vows twixt the souls of friend and friend, but upon the highest boughs, or at every sentence end, will I Rosalinda write. Didst thou hear these verses?
Oh, yes. I heard them all, and more too, for some of them had in them more feet than verses would bear.
But didst thou hear without wondering how thy name should be hanged and carved upon these trees?
I was 7 of 9 days out of wonder before you came, for look what I found here on a palm tree. I was never so rhymed since Pythagoras' time when I was an Irish rat, which I can hardly remember.
Trow you who hath done this?
Is it a man?
And a chain that you once wore about his neck. Change your color. Go off a little, Sirrah.
I prithee, who?
Oh, Lord, Lord. It is a hard matter for friends to meet. But mountains may be removed with earthquakes and so encounter.
Nay, but who is it?
Is it possible?
Nay, I prithee now with the most petitionary vehemence. Tell me who it is.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, and most wonderful, wonderful, and yet again wonderful, and out of that, after all that, out of all pooping.
Good my complexion. Dost thou think, though I am comparisoned like a man, that I have a doublet and hose in my disposition? I prithee, take the cork out of thy mouth, so that I may drink thy tidings.
So you may put a man in your belly?
Is he of God's making? What manner of man? Is his head worth a hat, or his chin worth a beard?
Nay, he hath but a little beard.
Why, God will send more if the man will be faithful. Let me stay the growth of his beard, if thou delay me not the knowledge of his chin.
It is young Orlando that tripped up the wrestler's heels in your heart both in an instant.
Nay, but the devil take mocking. Speak sad brow and true maid.
In faith, cuz, 'tis he.
Orlando.
Orlando.
Oh, cuz, my pretty little cuz. Thou didst know how many fathoms deep I am in love.
Most noble Empress, you have heard of me.
I cannot tell.
Assuredly, you know me.
No matter, sir, what I have heard or known. You laugh when boys or women tell their dreams. It's not your trick.
I understand not, madam.
I dreamed there was an emperor, Antony. Oh, such another sleep that I might see but such another man.
If it please ye,
His face was as the heavens, and therein stuck a sun and moon, which kept their course and lighted the little O, the earth.
most sovereign
His
creature.
legs bestrid the ocean, his reared arm crested the world. His voice was property, and as all the tuned spears, and that to friends. But when he meant to quail and shake the orb, he was as rattling thunder. For his bounty there was no winter in it, and autumn 'twas, it grew the more by reaping. His delights were dolphin-like. They showed his back above the element they lived in. And his livery, what crowns and crownets, realms and islands were his plates
Cleo!
right from his pocket.
Cleopatra.
Think you there was, or might be, such a man as this I dreamed of?
Gentle madam, no.
You lie. Up to the hearing of the gods! Would there be or ever were one such? 'Tis past the size of dreaming. Nature wants stuff to buy strange forms of fancy. Yet to imagine an Antony where nature's peace gets fancy, condemning shadows quite.
Hear me, good madam. Your loss is as yourself great, and you bear it as answering to the wave. Would I never overtake her sweet success, but I feel, by rebound of yours, a grief that strikes at my heart's very root.
I thank you, sir. Know you what Caesar means to do with me?
I am loath to tell you what I would you knew.
Nay, pray you, sir.
Though he be honorable,
You'll lead me then in triumph?
he will, madam. I know it.
Come away, Jack. And sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, Jack. I am slain by faithful maid.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through brush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, faster than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips, tall her pensioners be, in their gold coat spots, you see, those be rubies, Aries favors, and those freckles be their savors. Now, I must go and gather some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her fairies come here, anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant hath, a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy.